yo, swing, 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 chop, chop, chop. Yo, that's the sound when MCs get mocked. Don't come around town without the hip in your hop, 'cause when the shit...
What's good, people? This is SimFBallCritic, and of course, I appreciate you checking out the channel. Now, as you can see, man, I got some different footage here, man. Playing some live gameplay of 2K11. Playing with the playoff teams, a little NBA Today game. Playing with my squad, man, the 76ers. And yeah, I know, we're down 0-2. And I know some of you guys are going to say they suck and blah, blah, blah. But come on, man, let's keep it real. Who really thought we would be able to beat Miami? I don't think we have a chance to beat Miami in a 7-game series. So it is what it is, man. I'm proud of my team. I'm a diehard 76ers fan. Ride or die 76ers, whether we win or lose, good or bad, it is what it is. I think Doug Collins did his thing. Definitely got us going in the right direction. Got somewhat of a winning season, so that's a positive. We got some young guys out there, some real good athletes. So I think as long as the puzzle, is kept together, what we have now, and we add a couple extra pieces, we'll be all right, man. Maybe we could be a relevant team in the East going forward. So hats off to my team, man. I got to be proud of them for getting there. But also, man, the reason why I'm giving you this live gameplay footage, I want to discuss a couple things. One of which would be to showcase the slider set provided by Makeufamous. For those of you guys that don't know, Makeufamous, he's made some slider sets before for this game. He goes for the simulation feel, fundamental simulation aspect. And I'm going to have to tell you, man, this is just my opinion, so don't hold me to it. But in my opinion, these are the most realistic sliders I've ever played with on this game. Like I said, that's my opinion. I don't know what kind of sliders you guys are playing with or what you may or may not like, but that's just my opinion. So definitely check him out, man. If you don't know who he is, check for his channel. It is Makeufamous, spelled the exact way it sounds. And it's all one word. Check him out. He has some videos up there to explain to you why the numbers are what they are as far as the sliders. He goes through each one and gives you an explanation. Now, the second thing I wanted to talk about, man, is YouTube popularity, and do you watch videos just because of someone's name, or do you not watch a video because someone in your eyes is not big enough? The reason why I bring that up, man, is Makeufamous and my man Regular Dave. These two guys, man, are a good example of maybe somebody don't watch them because their channels aren't that big, or they don't think they have enough subscribers. But I'm gonna tell you, man, these guys make very good videos. I love their channels. The first time I saw a video from Makeufamous, I subbed. Same for Regular Dave. They do good videos, man. If you like me, you will like those guys. And that's why I'm bringing that to your attention, man. For any of you guys who follow me, for the reasons why you follow me, check those guys out, man. Give them some love, man. Me personally, I think that they do too good of work, as far as their commentary, to not be, a little more known. And, because it's good information. They do some good reviews with some of these games, and especially when Regular Dave does his thing with the Fight Night, he's really breaking it down. You might want to hear a good review before you go purchase the game. So check those guys out, man. Give them some love. Good dudes. Subscribe to them, and I'm telling you, you won't be disappointed. Alright, now the last thing I'm going to mention before I get out of here, shout outs to my man Azure Effect. For those of you guys that don't know, his first channel had to get shut down due to some complications. He has a new channel now, which is CommishAzure. I will put that in the link, the link in the description. Please go to his channel and resubscribe if you were already subscribed to him. If you haven't subscribed to him before, check him out. Real good dude. He's a heavy hitter in the YouTube community. You won't be disappointed. And speaking on that again, even myself, man, I'm not a heavy hitter. I'm barely over 1,100 subscribers. And I think the reason why I get some recognition is because some of the heavy hitters validate me. They follow me, so maybe that's why I get my shine. So again, just to show you, man, it doesn't matter whether you have 1 subscriber or 1 million. You know, if it's good information, check people out, man. You know, watch their videos. You might be surprised. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. And as always, let me know what you think.